Hi friend, I'm here to do a longer weekly readings with my set of bones. I'm also going to be pull a few cards at the end of the reading just to make sure that everything I said gets clarified, or if we need any more direction before we move on with the week. But this will be just a general overview of what we should know is coming. Most of this is shadow work stuff. That's what I do. That's what I draw on the most when I do general readings. Private readings are very different because we get a lot more personal, but for general stuff, this is usually the stuff that we should be doing to be helping with our inner child, be helping with self-help, self-recognition, self-love. What do we need to be doing to get to the places that we want to be in life? So that's what we do here. That's our community. Welcome to the community. Let's do the bones. Okay, so let's get into this. So this piece represents self, and this is universal energy, and it is kind of in the wake of all of this other stuff. So I feel like we're trying our hardest to be where the good energy is, and we're moving in that direction, and those things are great, and all of the things that we've been moving towards are starting to culminate more and more. But there's still a lot of shit that needs to be taken care of. There's still a lot of chaos around us. But by the way things fell, everything is pretty spaced out. Nothing is like super overlapped. So that means that everything is workable, that all of this stuff is very, very easily fixed. It's about self-awareness and where you stand in your position with the universe and what you're doing. And that doesn't necessarily mean like the big meaning of life. It just means holding yourself accountable and making sure that you are doing the things that you want to be a better human, and to make the best of what's going on, and to try to continue to improve yourself with all of the other stuff that's going on. So this bone is bad energy, bad intention, and this is always going to be there. There's always going to be something. There's always going to be somebody that either needs to run their mouth, or says something bad about you, or just bad things happening. Like, that's always going to be something that is going to be there. But if we don't focus on what those are, because it's way out on the edge, it's not near the center of the mat, and even in relation to everything else, it's on the outside. So you don't need to let all this drama and stuff affect all the other stuff, because you do control what you let into your life and what you let stay in your life. Let's see, this is abundance, and this side has a little heart on it, so that means more like energy, where this side would mean monetarily. So energy in abundance, and it is just here for the taking. It is close, kind of close, relatively close. So at any given point in time, like all of this energy, all of the stuff that you've been learning is here for you. You just have to make sure that you're putting it into play. Like, you can learn and learn and learn, but if you do not put those steps into motion, you're going to be stuck, or you're going to feel like you're stuck until something happens that pushes you forward that you might not like and you might not have planned for. So make those changes and make those steps on your own. This is family, ancestral energy, and it also is just like hanging out here. Actually, this is kind of funny. It's closest to this bone, which is what I consider to be health, but more mental health, because that's more of what I read than anything else. So it's surrounded by good love, good intention, and love life. True love. A little heartstone. And it's surrounding this. So that's telling me that while you've been working on your mental health, it has been affecting relationships a little. So just be careful. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship either. That can be a partnership, something in the family. So just keep an eye on that. It feels like it tends to be more romantic based, but it doesn't have to be. So whatever, if this is part of this is resonating for you and you're going, yep, that just because it's not a relationship doesn't mean that it's not true. So it can be a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. But so the mental health is affecting the relationship a little, and it has to do with ancestral stuff. Like we're getting into the misogyny, we're getting into like the racism, we're getting into all of this stuff, and it affects us. It affects how we live our day-to-day life. And that's what this is talking about. There's so much of this going on just generally in the world around us that we can't help that it affect us some way or another. So while I feel like this is all like coming together to affect our mental health, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It feels like it's positive, and that it's more of people are really like taking the time to figure out why they want the things they want and why they have done the things that they have done and using those things to move forward and change and to try and be better and to try and really be a part of making the world what you want it to be. At least I hope. That's my hope. But yeah, so overall this feels like it's going to be a really good week. We're still working through some of the old like inner child and all of that stuff, which that's just going to be a continued journey. But let's see what the cards have to say about what else we should be thinking about this week. Ooh, a lot of self cards. So, yeah. So there's going to be more movement. There's going to be more things happening, and it's going to definitely affect the way that we see ourselves and how we feel in the universe, in ourselves, in our community. And like these are this is really about self and self-discovery this week. Like really pay attention to what you need and what the things that you need to do to continue to move forward, because like you're getting there, you're learning, you're figuring it out, and it feels slow, and I understand that, and it sucks, but you're getting there. We're getting through it. We're all getting through this together, believe it or not. Believe it or not, we are. Just be who you want to be. Like, make that your focus this week. Do something for you that really makes you feel good. Something that maybe you haven't done for yourself in a long time, or maybe take up a hobby that somebody told you was stupid. Like, just do something for yourself. The other thing I want to mention is grounding. You should be grounding all of the time, especially right now. If you don't know how to ground, there's millions of ways to do it. Maybe, however you want to do it. Most people think grounding is visualizing and meditation, which does work for some people, but like me, that doesn't work. So the way that I use to ground is movement. I dance, I stomp, I use movement, whatever feels good for me at the time. So make sure that you're taking a minute to like ground and get back to like centering yourself. Do whatever you need to do to make that happen for you. I wanted to pull another card, but not from that pack. Find the goddesses. Okay. Let's see what they have to say too. Okay. So, the moon for me always is like reflection. So just take a moment to like reflect on all of this, all of that has been going on, and find the beauty, find something beautiful that you love, and just hang out in that space. I feel like it's going to be a good week energetically, but ground, my friends. And if you have questions on how to do that, please ask. I would love to answer questions. I have such a hard time just like talking about stuff, but I'll answer any questions you have. Please do not feel dumb. No question is stupid. It really is not. And but that's a whole other thing. Sorry. I thought there was something else I was supposed to be saying and there's not. It's gone. That's all I have for you this week. I might do a little mini relationship reading with my cards later, so keep an eye out for that. But like, follow, share, get private readings from me. We can do this in video form. We can chat. We can do bones for you. It'll be fun. I hope that helps.